Hi there, welcome to Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, we are working on Animorphia. This is going to be my last time working on Kirby pages for a while. I've enjoyed it, but maybe a little Kirby overboard, but that's okay. That's okay. So I am almost done with this side of the page. I really like the way it's going so far. I'm going to use my Artex pencils to get all of the shading done on the, not only the toucan, but also on the leaves and stuff, which I think that's what I'm going to be working on most of today, is the leaves and the little doodads in the background. Let me grab some colors here. I know for sure that I want to make sure that I've got some good shading on the trees. Do have some flowers. I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to put where. I think this side is going to be like more true greens, and this side is going to go into like a little bit of, like I've got a little bit of maybe olivey stuff and a little bit maybe of like turquoise colors here to kind of bring that, the branches, the leaf colors over this way. So I think that's what I'm going to do with these ones. All right, so let's just start over here. I'm going to grab my dark green, which is that one, and my grass green. Yep. All right, let me get these sharpened. All right. Okay, let's get started. So, hi everybody. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I am coming to you from Friday afternoonish. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's Friday afternoon. I am taking a little break here to do some coloring. I have not been able to color a whole lot lately because I did something to my back again. And yeah, so this is kind of where I'm at now. I thought I was doing so good too, because I've been exercising. I've been feeling really, feeling better. I've had more energy. And then I don't know. It actually happened when I was sitting down here and filming for you all. I did record a video, my Mermaid plans video. I just hit the camera with my hat, which is out on my channel now if you guys want to check that out, if you're interested in the mermaid stuff at all. But yeah, I came down here to film that, and then I couldn't move. So I was like, I'm not going to go downstairs and do that again for a little while. So yeah, so my husband and my kids have been taking care of me for the last couple of days. I've really appreciated all of the love that they've given me. I haven't had to make dinner. I haven't had to do a lot of stuff. And I keep trying. I mean, it's like, when you get a little bit hurt, which I don't feel like this is like, it's not, I wasn't bleeding. I was just, every time I moved, I would like suck in a breath or whatever. And so finally my husband said, if you don't sit down and let us do stuff for you, there's going to be problems. And yeah, so finally I had to sit down and stop trying to get stuff done and stop trying to even do stuff for myself, which just made me feel equal parts thankful and guilty. Because I was like, but I need to make dinner, and I need to do the dishes, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. He's like, no, it can wait. You've got children to help. I can do some stuff. So it was, yeah. But today I am doing a little bit better. This will probably be a shorter weekend whip, only because I don't want to sit here too long and test fate, I guess. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far, wherever you are at in your weekend. We're going to have a nice weekend, I think. not too much planned as a family, but I get to go take one of my nieces out. We're gonna go do a little bit of shopping and a little bit, maybe have some lunch or like grab a snack or something together. And then after that, her older sister is going to prom, so we're gonna go over there and take some pictures, and I'm excited. This is her first prom, so she's super stoked. But I love to go take pictures of them and then get like sister pictures and stuff. Because there's 5 girls. There's only 3 of them living at home right now, but there's 5 of them, and if all 5 of them are there, then it's just fun to take their photo, because they're just a bunch of silly girls, and I love them all to pieces. But yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow, and then we might at some point, well, my husband might start moving my son's stuff back to the house, because he's almost done with his first year of college, which is a little crazy. He did just today send me, so he's doing classes that it's all based on like digital arts and media. So he had to take a class this semester for like intro to digital animation or something like that, and he sent me his final. It was so cool. He just animated this short little like, it's like a super short little thing, but the amount of detail and stuff that was in it was just so cool. I loved it. I hope he gets a grade on it, because it was really neat. And it was just like kind of shocking to see, because we didn't have any of those. This is the first year that he's done any of that. He likes to draw and stuff, but he's not done any animation. It was really cool to see. So yeah, I hope that he continues with that. He has a couple of other finals too, but that was really the ones that I like. The fact that they got them into a few of the classes that like apply to their major, instead of put them in a bunch of weed out courses and stuff. I thought that was a good idea. So it was a mixture of, required courses and then like courses that actually have to do with the major that he's going for. So that was pretty cool to see. All right, I'm going to add in some yellow. Let me grab, what yellows do I want? I think I want just to add a little bit more color on the edges here. Just in a couple spots, because I kind of missed it when I was going through with my Neo colors originally. Okay, I like that. But yeah, so then let's see what else. Yeah, and then I think there's something going on Sunday as well, but I can't remember. I'm so bad about that. Like really, really bad. I need to start remembering things. Really do. All right, well, let's talk about Mermaid a little bit. I am very excited for this Mermaid this year. I think it's going to be super cool. I did announce that I was hosting a color along over on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram and want to follow along, you can absolutely, I do talk about that in that video, so you can absolutely play along and just shoot me an email with the pages that you've colored if you want to share them. I love to see when people participate in this. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's just the hashtag is really simple. It's just Mermaid Color Along 2023. But this year I did something a little bit different, where I went through and I suggested themes for the week. So each week will have a different kind of theme that I'm going to be focusing on. You do not have to do the themes to participate in the color along. It's really just more of a suggestion, or like even like a starting off point, because sometimes you look at the mermaids and you're just like, I don't know what to do. But I thought having themes would help, because in a lot of mermaid like drawing challenges, like, well, for instance, like the original mermaid drawing challenge was to draw a mermaid a day, inspired by a word. So each word, or each day, has a different word. And then you were supposed to, you know, make your illustration based off of that word. But one a day is a lot. It's a lot. And a lot of people have found that to be the case. So there have been many other mermaid drawing challenges that have come out. Some of them are every other day. Some of them are like once a week. Some of them are twice a week. Some of them have just like 4 days throughout the month that you can participate. But they all have kind of a theme. So there's either a color palette or a word associated with that. And yeah, I just thought it would be a fun idea. So I have decided that each week there's going to be a different aesthetic. And I've gotten some good feedback so far. I think people are most excited for the dark aesthetic that I kind of pulled some images from Pinterest for. And these were all mood boards that I found on Pinterest. I put a couple extra things together in some of them, but a lot of them are just mood boards that I picked up straight off of Pinterest, which is something that you can do anytime that you're struggling with like what colors to use and stuff. You can always, like, even if you just have a word and you hit like color palette, like you type in that word and hit color palette, or you type in that word and hit mood board, you're going to get some inspiration images back. And it always helps me when I'm struggling to decide what I want to work on and how I want it to look. Gosh, I use Pinterest so often for my inspiration. Actually, I was just cutting apart some of the images that I have pulled for Mythomorphia. I'll show you that. They won't be getting done anytime soon, but I have them ready to go now for when I want to, you know, work on these pages or whatever. I'm going to color this green just because I don't feel like doing it another color. All right. Well, I think that looks good. Let me grab a couple browns to do the trunks. I really need to get a better sheet here. Okay. I'm just going to do dark brown. All right, got that sharpened. I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm going to have this area here be lighter, so I'm going to put the shading for the branches or for the tree on the right-hand side where applicable. Okay. All right, I am going to add a little bit of the dark brown in here too to some of the really dark areas, just to give it just that little bit of extra depth. And then maybe a little bit on some of these. A little bit right here maybe. Let's see. Yeah, so for my mermaid plans, I have gone through and picked out several of my mermaid books that I'm very excited to color in, and then also lots of images from just like regular old books that I'm gonna try to work on. I think I'm gonna use the same color palette here. I'm gonna grab the apple green instead of that yellow. Nope, that's spring green. That's not what I want. Oh no, that'll work. That'll work. I know I was totally just saying something, but now I've forgotten what it was. Yeah, it's gone. Mermaid? Probably Mermaid. But yeah, I'm super excited about the upcoming month. I'm very excited to draw. I have some ideas on what I want to do for my like sketches and stuff. And then of course all the beautiful mermaids that I want to color. And as always in my videos, I pick out way too many way too many images and I will never be able to finish all of them. But I like to have that variety so that, you know, if I'm not feeling one in particular page, then I can just go to another one. Like I have a large pool to draw from. I really don't like to limit my choices because I find that when I go through and pick out like a specific page that I want to color for sure, sometimes I'm just look at it and like, nope, not today. That's not going to happen. You know, I always find some kind of reason why I can skip that today, or, you know, not that one. And then it never ends up getting done. So I have narrowed it down to some books. There are a few that I kind of highlighted that maybe I'll do for specific color palettes. But for the most part, it's going to be just like books that I know that I want to work in. So, I have had a couple of people ask why I do like the basing beforehand, like what the point of it is, because it, you know, it's another step in your coloring process. I find it that it makes the rest of the page go so much faster, and you can get the color down pretty quickly, even if you're, you know, using like a water-based marker or an alcohol marker or some kind of like I use Neocolors to base this page. And then that way, when I come back through with my pencils, and those are all, you know, typically mediums where it's not going to hurt my hand to color. So when I come back in with my pencils, I don't have to push as hard. I don't have to hurt my wrist or my hand trying to get the color payout that I want. It's way more vibrant. I don't have to worry about filling the tooth of the paper because it's already got the color where it needs to be. So yeah, so just in case you were curious, that is why I base a lot of my pages. It just really, really helps. So yeah, this month I am going to have my weekend whips will all be focused on mermaids. I will try to do one video, which we'll see how this goes, where I either like draw, I'll probably have it sketched out, maybe do the inking and the coloring process with you all, or maybe I'll draw one on camera. I don't know. That usually makes me a little nervous, but I can try. I can always try and see how it goes. Sketching for me is really, it's something that I don't share with a lot of people. And my, you know, I'll show my kids and sometimes my mom, sometimes my brother, but like, I don't share it with my friends or anything. I'm just like, yeah, sometimes I do these little doodles, and then sometimes I'll look back and I'm like, oh, those are actually not just doodles. Those are pretty nice pictures that you've drawn there. But I just don't have the confidence in them. I would like to have more confidence in them. And I think maybe sharing them on my channel might help a little bit more. But it's also, I don't do it as often as I color. I spend a lot more time, especially lately, I spend a lot more time reading when I'm not coloring. Yeah, and since my back was thrown out this week, I haven't really done a whole lot of coloring either, because I was just like, it hurts too much to sit in specific ways. So I had to sit in a very specific way, and I couldn't like get into the pages like I would normally do. A lot of the times when I'm on like early, I mean, just earlier with this video, my head was down far enough that my hat was, I don't know if it was actually on camera or not, but I know that I knocked the heck out of my phone with it, because my head was like, I'm like curled over, bent up so that I can get to my page. Like I want to get as close as possible so that I know I'm putting the color where I want it to go. So yeah, so I couldn't do that because every time I did, my back was like, stop doing that. So yeah, this getting older stuff is not fun. Not fun at all. Yeah. And it was just so weird and random. Like I sat down here for 15 minutes and then I was like, when I went to get up, it said, whoa. I mean, I guess I can add that to the other ways I've gotten hurt, which is just ridiculous. Like I've sprained my ankle before, just like turning around in my kitchen or trying to walk across a hallway or walk across the kitchen floor, and my foot was just a little bit asleep. So it didn't move right and it just got caught and I went down. I'm kind of worried about how that's going to go as I age too. Like, is that just going to keep getting worse? So I am trying to focus on, with my exercising lately, I'm trying to focus on like mobility, flexibility, a little bit of strength training. I would like to lose weight, but that's not my focus at the moment. Right now, it's just to get stronger. And I think that, you know, if I focus on some of these core exercises, that's definitely going to help my back. Unless I've just done too much damage already, which I'm hoping that's not the case. All right, I like those leaves. Let's go. I think these leaves could probably be not the same. We're going to do them just a little different because I have olive green that I'm going to try to use. That's going to go in there. I'm going to keep that dark green, and then we're going to use, what is this one? Oh, I think I want the apple. Possibly. We'll try these. Let me sharpen these real quick. I did take quite a while. One day when I was watching you know what I'm trying to say. No, you don't actually, because you're not in my head. I was trying to, while I was watching a live stream, there we go. Holy moly. I was trying to work on this parrot, and I really like, or toucan. I really like the way that the feathers turned out, the body turned out. I still have to work on his face and his beak, but I was kind of worried because I had based him in blue. So he had like a base of blue. And so then I went through with my polychromos pencils, I believe, and just started going to town and layering up some grays and some different blues and black, and kind of like the way it turned out. I'm happy with that. I'm happy this page doesn't have a million little doodles too that I have to color. So, yeah. Wait, did I tell you? I did say I was going to show you guys some inspiration images, didn't I? When we were talking about that just popped into my head again. This is how my brain works. Okay, so I have up here, the first one I had was this one. I really wanted to get to this one this month, and I just didn't. But I can see myself doing like this little horizon thing and then having this beautiful sky kind of come up back that way. But it's going to be behind all of the leaves and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that best without making a mess of all the flowers. But that's my idea for that one. And this one I was doing this on a stream with Coriel on the live stream. A Colorfully Optimistic. We had like a buddy color live stream kind of thing. And yeah, I worked on that one a little bit, and that's kind of where I'm going with that. So I think that'll look nice. Then I have, where'd that other one go? This is my idea for this page, which I just thought these guys looked so cool. I'm going to try to replicate it on here. Because I've seen this done with like fire coming off of it and stuff, but I thought, well, maybe it was like a purple fire or a blue fire that would look really cool. And then I could do like fun, cool effects or something in the background, or like I really like this purple ombre background here where it goes like lighter purple up into the black or dark gray. Trying to find where the other one was that I had flagged. This one. So this is the Kieran, which I think this is just such a beautiful image. And then I thought this would be really cool. I love the colors on this. I think it's just gorgeous. And I want to try to create some kind of like sunlight dappled effect. It's kind of what I'm getting from this area back here. So there's that one. And then this one was the last one, the Foo Dog, which I thought would be really cool in like this turquoise or maybe a blue. So I've got both of those in there, and I really like the way both of them look. But I'm leaning more and more. Every time I look at it, I'm leaning more and more towards the turquoise part. So we'll see. One of those would be lovely to work on again at some point. But like I said, I'm going to be taking a Kirby break for a while. There are a couple of mermaids in some of the Kirby books. I did find, so there are 3 of them in Animorphia. So there's like a male and female. And then there is, there's also like a siren, which I might end up doing that one because it's just perfect for like the dark aesthetic that I had pulled up. So that one might be one that I end up doing because it's just, like I said, it's just perfect. But we'll see. We'll see. There are a couple of other mermaids that I know that I want to use for that dark aesthetic too. So I'm not sure what's going to happen yet with that. And then there's, in Mythic World, there's a really cool, like, it's like it's not like Pretty Mermaids. Gosh darn, I did it again. Sorry. Hit the camera again. It's not like Pretty Mermaids, but it's, definitely mer people, like a race of mer people. And it looks really cool. All right, I'm going to add in some of this yellow chartreuse again, just to warm up this. I don't even know if this looks different at this point, but I'm trying to give it more of a yellowy, mossy color instead of the more greens over here. I don't know. Yeah, so these other leaves, it's just these 3 that I'm going to do in this color combo. Let's see, what else? What else is happening? I think I told you guys I was going to go to this really cool art exhibit, but I hadn't gone when I recorded last week, but it was the coolest. It's like this art exhibit that like, it's like the art comes to life, and it was all featuring like Monet and Friends art, and it was just amazing. If I remember, I will put some pictures in, but I didn't take that many because I was just like in awe of what was happening around me. I just kind of soaked it in and was just like, yes, this is amazing. I love it. And I'm not like a huge art. I don't have a lot of art knowledge. I love to look at art, and I can appreciate the art, but I don't know specific artists. I don't know specific painters. I know of some of like the art terms in the world, but I don't know what they mean exactly. But I did learn a little bit about that, so that was interesting. They did have this exhibit. Part of it was like an interactive area where you could color Monet's artwork, and it was like with these, it was like this, it was one of his paintings, but they had taken it down to the line art, and you could use, it was on the wall, and they had like Crayola washable markers that you could use, and so I sat there and colored that for a little bit. My friend Amy took some pictures of me, but I really liked the saying on the wall above it, and I will put that on screen so you guys can see that, but I don't remember exactly what it said, but basically it's like coloring is my obsession, my day-long obsession, or something similar to that effect. And I was like, yes, yes, exactly. And so I thought that was kind of perfect for me. But yeah, we had a good time. Just kind of hung out and smiled a whole bunch because we were surrounded by beautiful images of things. Yeah, that was really fun. Like I said, I've been reading a whole lot. I started a couple of series and then I just didn't finish them because I was just like, I don't care anymore. These people are making me angry. Like the characters were, like, one of them, it was just, they were just too whiny and too melodramatic, and I'm just like, no, I'm done. I need a little bit more humor. I need some sass. I need, I don't know. I don't need, like, I don't know. It was just too melodramatic, basically. And so I just stopped reading those series, but I found another one that I'm excited about. I'm only a little ways into it, but so far I like it. So we'll see how it goes. It's a, I have actually just found it on Instagram because I'm like addicted to reels now. I've discovered, and I somehow got into like the bookstagram, I guess. I don't know. Section, and now all I'm getting are these, like, I get a bunch of artists, or not artists, author, like posts, and lots of book reviewers and book suggestions and all that stuff. And a lot of them are spicier books. And then that led to other kinds of accounts being shown to me, and I'm just like, no thanks. I don't need all that. But anyway, so this author popped up, and she said that, you know, she's got a fantasy book, and she kind of described it, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Started reading it, and I was like, yeah, I like this so far. Yeah, I'm not gonna recommend it yet because I gotta get more through the book. I'm only like maybe a third of the way in. Okay, I like that. Let's see, what else? Yeah, not a ton more going on. These Artex pencils don't stay sharp very long. I mean, I guess they hold longer than Prismacolors, but I feel like the tip is wearing down awfully quickly. I'm not pushing that hard. It's kind of frustrating. Let's see. So I'm going to try really hard to get caught up on a couple of buddy colors this weekend. I'm going to work on some of it tonight, some of it tomorrow. I do have like the marker bases and the whatever other bases down that I want to put down, and then the rest is just going to be pencil work. So I just need to kind of sit down and do it. I'm hoping that I can get that done. I felt real bad because Kirby literally, I mean, it took up so much of my thought processes and just the energy that I had for coloring this month that I didn't get very much else done. So my completed pages this month is going to be a shorter video than normal, which I don't mind. I'm fine with that. I'm not upset that I didn't get more colored. I'm not any of that. It's just I wasn't anticipating to be so colored out, I guess. Okay. All right, I'm going to grab that brown again. We're going to shade in this. I don't know what to do with those. There's like just like 3, I think they're leaves. It looks like they're leaves. We're going to say they're leaves. But I don't really know what to do with them. Probably can just make them green. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and color in a little bit on this stuff here too. Just adding this dark brown in like the darkest areas because I know that I'm gonna have another color on this branch. I have been just kind of in awe of some of the people's pages this month from the Kirby stuff, though. Like, it's been super inspiring. And then, of course, the community part of it is just really fun, too. And then there was also another Kirby collab, I think, going on. I know that My Colorful Country Life was part of it. I think Coloring with Kay was part of it. I can't remember who else. But yeah, check out that hashtag on Instagram. I think it was Kirby collab, or shoot, I can't remember. But some of their pages have been really cool too. But I've been very impressed. I definitely seeing all of the different ways to do the myth or the alien worlds really kind of was like eye-opening, because I was positive that I didn't like it. And then I started looking at some of these people's, oh, I need that still. I started looking at some of the people's images and I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. Like, how did you do that? That's awesome. I want to do that. Okay. That goes there. All right, give me just a second. I'm going to grab a couple more colors for these leaves up here. All right, we're going to try this combo on these other leaves here. See how we do. I still have the dark green just because it's the darkest. I could probably, I'm going to say I could probably shade it with a blue instead, but I'm just going to keep it with the green. Let's see. Yeah, not a ton else really. Like I said, I'm going to try to do videos, like all my weekend whips will be mermaid videos. I'm going to try to do, trying to think what kind of like regular videos that I want to do based on the mermaid theme. I'm tempted to try to do a color along for the mermaids as well, but that's a wait and see. Definitely a wait and see. I might, depending on what, like because I know that there is the Mer Fest. It's the Monarch Events coloring. So like a bunch of different artists have, not this one. A bunch of different artists have come out with artwork specifically for Mermaid, and it's called Merfest this year. So I know like Emily Illustrator's in it, and Yana Prosperina, and other beautifully talented artists. I can't remember everybody, but you can check that out. Check out that hashtag on Instagram or Etsy, and you can see a lot of their artwork that's available. So I might do a PDF kind of haul. I don't know how much of that I want to get because I do have so many other mermaid books and pictures already. We'll see. I know for sure that because I've seen Emily's pages on her Instagram account, and I love what she's done. So I know for sure one of hers will be popping up in my coloring this month. I didn't have it at the time to show in my coloring plans video, but yeah, that's for sure gonna be featured. Yeah, I'm excited to play with the mermaids this month. Kind of turns this into more of a turquoisey kind of color instead of the super green. I'm going to go over top of this then with this yellow, or this chartreuse color, and see if I can get it to do cool stuff. What cool stuff would that be? I don't know. I don't No. But that's my plan. I'll probably do the same thing to those leaves up top here. I'm trying to decide what color to do all the little doodads everywhere. They're just going to be colored really simply, so I'm just going to, I kind of want to take some of the colors from this side and put them over here, and then like have these ones over here be like blues and stuff. So it looks like one continuous page instead of two separate pages, but I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe I could do these all blues and they could kind of just blend in with the background. That's a possibility too. Okay, well, I think that's going to be it for me today. I know this is a whole lot of leaf coloring, but I got a little bit more done, right? That's good news. That's the good news. But yeah, I think this is going to look nice. I'm hoping that I can get this maybe somewhat finished before the end of the month. I know it's only a couple of days, but we'll see how it goes. All right, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed our little chat. I hope you had fun coloring or doing whatever it was you were doing while you were watching me. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.